Okay, so here's a video about using Canvas for in-class quizzes, but shuffling the answers around enough so that you're hopefully decreasing plagiarism. So you can see in this quiz, here are my settings. I'll show it in the editing window too. But you can see specifically I have shuffle answers turned on, and I have it set with an access code with a password. So let's go in the edit window to see how that actually looks like. So shuffle answers is clicked on. I do show one question at a time, but I don't lock the questions after answering. I have a passcode that I write on the board, and that means that hopefully students won't be sending the passcode to their friends at home. And then I have it set up. This class started at 11:30, so the quiz was available from 11:30, and then I just had it open for 20 minutes in case something got delayed, although it was a 5-minute timed quiz, but this also decreased the chance that people would take it at home. So let's look at these questions. So this first set of questions, I actually wanted them to answer both. So let's look at this second. So you can see here, I have in this group, basically the same question asked twice. When an edge is shown as thicker or thinner, it is visualizing : when you see that the edges are thicker and thinner, you can determine that it is showing. And you can see the answer choices as well. So the answer choices, because the way that this is set up in Canvas to shuffle both the questions and the answer choices, it doesn't really matter, but these are basically, I think, most of the time I'll do, I did basically the same answer choices. I changed a couple up. But you can see at this group at the top, what's really important is that I'm telling Canvas only pick one of these two questions, okay? Pick one and they get 1 point per question. Close out of this, so it's not taking up all the space. Yeah, so here's basically the same question, and the phrasing changes quite a bit, but it's asking the exact same question. Same thing here, and actually on this one it looks like I had 3 variations that ask the exact same thing. So how this works is you have to set this up as a question group. So sometimes if I'm not being lazy, I'll be the topic I'll topic 2 or something, create a group, and in that group I create questions. Whatever. Update the question. And then, I'll ask a variation on the exact same question for the second one. And because you have set it up to shuffle answers, you don't need to worry about shuffling these correct answers in here. You can just make the first one the correct answer all the time. But then you've got to remember that you tell Canvas, hey, only pick one of these 2 questions. So make sure that doesn't actually change things. So what's good about this is I'll write the question once, and then when I'm trying to kill time or something, I'll go back and I will change the, make the second versions of the questions and just kind of change up the wording. So what's good about this is that basically in this one, the students did have these 2 questions at the top, somehow were given to them in some order, that everybody got those. But then with the variations on the rest of them, that it was a different question, different word answer choices, and that they came in a different order, you're really, really randomizing this. And by doing this, I've essentially eliminated all plagiarism issues within the classroom, because it's become impossible for them to sort of whisper to each other hey, what did you get for that one? Because I've changed it up enough. So it's set like this, and so for me, what I end up doing, because I teach this class a lot, is that, oh gosh, look at this. This one is not capitalized quiz. What I end up doing is I could name them week 1, week 2, week 3, but I find myself kind of getting them mixed up. So I actually name these quizzes, because they are daily quizzes, the date that they were given, because then when I revise the syllabus the next time, I can just be all right, so I know that the class that was taught on January 17th is the equivalent of the class that's going to be taught on March 21st or whatever. And it's not that hard, because when you Canvas import, it's really easy. So this generally works. I do always make sure that I set it up that the 2 lowest quiz scores are dropped in this particular setup. But anyway, that probably should give you a sense of how you can set it up to randomize.